Hello Internet, hello Eisenbahnfreunde, hello fellow modelers. Here we go, another video from Engaging. This is another one of my tankers. Obviously you've seen the last 5 that I've done. This is 6 in 6 and this is a Fleischmann tanker, item number 8488. So it's one of their old tankers from a very long time ago, a DEA tanker, as you can see from the sign depicted on the side of the black stripe. So, das ist meine 6. Video, 6 in 6 Tage und noch ein kommt morgen, dann ist das 7 in 7. Aber dies ist meine letzten Kesselwagen. Ich habe doch viele andere Kesselwagen, die sind nicht gealtert, aber ja, ich werde die machen und dann sage ich die alle zusammen, wenn die alle fertig sind. Aber diese ist meine letzte. Morgen Abend werde ich einen anderen Wagen zeigen, so ein Bierwagen. Und dann wird es Feierabend von 7 und 7 Tage sein. Dann ein bisschen Pause und dann eine neue Lok. So, was habe ich hier getan? So, Sie können doch sehen hier, dass das ist wie gestern. Diese ist ganz gealtert, aber nicht so viel Röst drauf und auch nicht 100% sauber. Das kann man doch sehen. So you can see this one here has got a bit of rust on it, and there's rust along the top and on the ends on the plates, and along the channel you can see there's a lot of rust, and mainly this has got dirt on it. This is grime more than anything else. Let me just make this a bit bigger if I can. Sure I can, I hope I can. Yes, it's not going to let me. Looks like my camera's at full capacity. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I wanted to try and get a little bit closer on the top there so we could possibly get to see them. I'm sure I can make it a bit better than this. Sorry, I'm tapping my camera screen here trying to make it, and it's not having it. Never mind. We'll stick with what we've got. So you can see that on the top, on the actual top part of the tank, you'll notice that there's a lot of microdirt on there, which is just basically everyday dirt, grime and dust that you're getting off the railroads. And there's a few chips here and there that you'll notice on it, a couple of silver chips here and there, which I did extra by rubbing the paint away after I'd put it on there, so it looked like I'd scratched it manually. And again, there's a lot of dotting of rust on the top, in between the 2 ribs. You can see that the ribs are all again darkened out by using the tape that I used, that I showed on my first tanker the other day. And the end plate on this one, it's not as rusty as the end plate at the other end. You'll notice when we get there, you'll probably can see a little bit of the rust up there now, but all the flanges at the bottom as well, where the actual tanker hits the channels down here, there's a lot of rust, or just dirt, not rust, sorry. As you'll see, it's speckled where it joins the bogie, and you'll probably see a little bit at the end here as well, in between the figure and the plate. The plate's quite dirty along the top again, but on some of my other models, a lot of the flanges where it actually connected, some of them were dirty, some of them weren't, some of them were rusty and some weren't. On this one here, obviously these are just dirt and not rust. So I'm just going to move this round so we can get to see the end. So ich habe gerade gesagt, auf meine letzten Videos, Sie werden sehen, dass da war viel Schmutz und ein bisschen Rust. Auf diesen, das ist anders, das ist mehr Schmutz. Sie können sehen, die Endplatte da. Moment, so die Endplatte ist bestimmt, so jetzt haben wir ein bisschen besser, das ist gut größer. So you can see, I've made it a little bit bigger again now guys, it has worked my camera. Die Endplatte hier ist ganz sauber, nicht sauber, aber ich meine, das ist Schmutz hier. Das kann man sehen, das ist Silvi hier oben, und den Schmutz hier ganz rund. Und auch, Sie können den Schmutz da oben sehen und auch viel Rust auch. Und die Rust auf dieser Seite, das sind ein paar bisschen da oben und Flecken hier oben, und dann auf die rechten Seite hier, das ist ganz unten gegangen. So there's a lot of rust on the top there, flecks of rust along the top. Again, you'll see the plate where they walk to do the maintenance and fill up and unload. Well, they unload at the bottom and fill up at the top. But there's rust down the side of the tank here. Let me just turn it round a bit so you can see the rust coming through the side. pull the camera back a little bit and you get to see the flange as well at the bottom. So again, you'll see the flange along the bottom where the tanker joins the actual bogies is quite dirty. And this rust has gone all the way down to the actual marking of the tank where the black line is. And this is like an odd one. This is what's great about doing rusting, because you can make them unique, and which is what I've done on this particular vehicle or wagon. And you'll notice that the rust is overgrown into the actual rib as well, which is pretty cool. And again, you'll notice on top of the plate there's a bit of work on the top of the plate and down the side of the plate. Although this plate's a little bit cleaner than the other one, again it's still quite dirty. And again, as we just lift up a little bit here, you'll notice that there's quite a lot of spillage on the side of the tank here, which I think looks pretty cool actually. I've done 2 or 3 of them, and my camera's drifting a little bit. Let's just pull it back. So I've managed to sort of like get an additional spillage off the end of the plate itself, and there's 2 spillages, one each side of the stairs, and you'll notice some marks in between the ladders as well with the dirt which has gone down. You notice that spillage has gone right to the base of the tank, whereas the others have just gone to the black line, and the other one's gone right to the base as well. But it's just to try and make it look a bit more individual, and a little bit, rather than just having 1 or maybe 2 drip marks down there, I've given an extra one. It's actually a combination of oil and also dirt. That's why it's a different colour than the other 2. You'll notice that the 2 that are up near the ladders are the oil, and the third one is a combination of oil and dirt and grime, so that's why it's a bit more individual. So ich habe gerade gesagt, die Flecken, das kann man da unten sehen in den Ölflecken bei die Latte da. Das sind 2, das sind nur Öl. Das kann man sehen, die sind richtig Öl. Und die dritten da ist Öl und auch Schmutz von jedem Tag arbeiten und alles, ja. Und auch der Rust mit den Flecken, kann man die Flecken hier oben jetzt ein bisschen mehr sehen. Und auch diesen Rust hier, das geht auf diesen Rib auch ein bisschen und geht ganz unten, wo das Wasser unten gegangen sind, und hat mehr Rust da unten gemacht. Ich finde, das guckt ganz cool aus. Hoffentlich Sie auch. So, jetzt drehe ich ein bisschen mehr rund hier. Hole ich meine Kamera oben ein bisschen. Nicht unten, oben bitte. Right, so as you can see again, the flange is on the bottom. Again, very dirty. Some of them I leave clean. All these 4 have been dirty. That's just purely because this wagon is really dirty. It is a completely used wagon. Again, its age, this is probably from 1980. This probably a little bit longer, 1990. So it's quite an old tanker. And you can see that I've actually the valves and switches underneath have all been done as well. The bogies are similar to the bogie on the previous video that I showed, where their springs are different. If you look at all the other 4 videos, you'll see they've got springs that are vertical, I should say horizontal, and these are vertical. So you've got 2 different depictions of springs there. And again, you'll see the dirt are on the ribs, around the DEA part there, and towards the end of the tank. So, jetzt drehen wir diese Seite rum, so kann man hier auch sehen. And let's just pull my wheels around a bit so I can get this camera to the back of it. Right, and you'll see here, that's just absolutely fantastic. I love the end of this camera. I think it looks great. The rust looks fantastic on this. It's really well depicted. It's very natural looking. It doesn't look like it's been done by a human. It looks like it's over a period of time it's grown up, and there's some fresh marks on it, there's some older marks underneath, and you'll notice on the dot, on the spot there's like a square part on the tank, there's a bit there which is a lot lighter than the other rust, as if it's only recently started maturing, the rust. But you'll also notice that the dirt along the top, which is dripping each side, and also the rust around the top, which is, it looks really natural, like it's expanding, which is what I like about this tanker. So it's kind of like it's like a breathing rust. The rust is breathing around the tank and taking over, but a bit by bit, and having an impact on the tank itself. I quite like the figure on this as well. It looks pretty cool, but that's a different thing. And again, there's a small diesel loco there, shunting loco, which I've just popped on there just to add a bit of flavour really to the tank, like I've done on my previous videos. So let's just carry it around a bit so you can see a bit of the flange where the plate is again, and this is just perfect really. It actually highlights the actual Rust. Sie können jetzt sehen, dass von dieser Angel das Rust hier oben guckt ganz cool aus und ganz neutral hier mit alles die Schmutz hier unten, wo die Platte ist, und auch da unten, wo die Bogies sind, ist auch ein bisschen Schmutz da, wo der Mann ist, und auch wo der Mann steht, ist auch ganz cool. Bisschen Rust, bisschen Schmutz da oben, und dieser Lok auch. Der 363 sieht ganz cool aus mit diesen Kesselwagen, glaube ich. So, diese Kesselwagen, ich habe das gekriegt, so ich glaube in 1980 oder 90 oder so, von Deutschland, wenn ich da gewohnt habe, und ist einer von meinen Lieblings Kesselwagen. Ich finde die Idee auf das ist ganz cool, und die Marken sind auch ganz cool. So, das ist meine letzten Kesselwagen, das ich gefarbert habe oder gealtert, und ja, meine nächsten und letzten Video auf diesen gealten werden morgen Abend sein. Ich werde einen Bierwagen machen. So, ich habe eins gemacht, aber ich habe die beide zusammen gemacht jetzt. Das sind, glaube ich, von Budweiser oder so. Mal sehen morgen Abend. Die sind aber ganz cool. So, just saying there, guys, this is one of my oldest tanker wagons that I've got, and I wanted to do this one because it's my favourite, and it pretty much epitomises how I sort of like feel about aged tankers. And also you can see again there's another marking down here off the side, which is an additional. There's no other ones there with the drips. This time the drips come down off the foot plate, but it's not dirty this time, it's just the oil. So there's all the individuality on this particular tanker, which I've tried to highlight, and I tried to make it different on each one of my tankers, and I feel that this is like got its own personality, if you like, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna roll this round again just so it's flat, and then back it up a bit, and then we're gonna call it a day on the video. So I just want to say a fantastic thank you to everyone who's left comments on all my videos this week. It's been really kind and uplifting, and thanks for all the thumbs up I've been getting, and all the feedback, and the new subs that have come along. Everyone who's subscribed to my channel, I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. This is a slog on YouTube, because the hobby that we do, it's a very specialised hobby, so only the people that are actually looking are the people that are really interested. We watch it, which is what this is all about, to be fair. Again, just want to address the making of video. I can't do one at the moment. I keep getting requests for it. Once I get somewhere outside of where I live, I'm trying to rent somewhere at the moment. Once I do that, then I'll probably make a making of video, how I weather my tankers, because I've got loads of other tankers to do as well. Again, tomorrow I'm going to do a beer wagon. I can't remember if it's a Budweiser or a Hereford of Pills. Can't for the life of me remember, but I'll be showing that tomorrow, and that'll be my final video, 7 in 7. So thanks very much everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know below what you think. If you like it, if you don't, I collect both thumbs up and thumbs down, so it's not a big deal. And to finish off the shot, we'll just pan into the rather amazing looking diesel locomotive, which I love. I think it's great. So thanks again guys, and I'll catch you on my next video tomorrow. Cheers.